championship, a game that ended on a walk-off 57-yard field goal, and we hope we have that kind of excitement in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So SMU's offense will have first crack at this one. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Harden.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley to the left. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hudson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Motion from the wideout. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double-team him, take him away, and force the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashley really had SMU humming, but they lost the ACC championship game, got beat in the playoff, and now to see how they'll respond.
Finish. That's been the thing that they've talked about all off-season. They're going to try to carry into this year. Obviously, you take one game at a time. You've got to finish games. You've got to finish seasons. If they do that, David, they think they can have a very special season.
No doubt, and I think finding their guy last year in Kevin Jennings, he didn't start the season. Game 3, he entered. So now knowing he's your dude, all that promise, all that ability with Rhett Lashley in this offense, they've got to continue to score a bunch of points and perform at a high level.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's some pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Williams. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls and fires complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the 3rd. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the air. It's Klubnik. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brenson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got his man. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Second down coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Off play action. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He wants to throw it again. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal. Touchdown, Mustangs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
This one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
To the air, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Singleton. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harden. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jennings. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. The screen, he can go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You've got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds a man on the left. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Caught by the receiver. Out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking for space. It's hard to wrestle down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Jennings. He wants it all. Touchdown, SMU! They jump on top here in OT.
And the QB saw it right away. He knew it. As soon as he got that football, he got it out of his hands. He loved this matchup, finding the big fella, getting the touchdown.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score SMU 24, Clemson 17.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run, run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, float over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Quarterback on the keeper. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
That is the score. Clemson 30, SMU 24.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. A strike downfield. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job of nice discipline by this defense.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Mustangs! And what a great response here in overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it for him.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Second overtime, you have to go for 2, and this is for the win. They'll run it. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And another